Wave 3 listens live. I'm Michael Vanover, joined again this segment by Steve Langdon and Larry Weiss. And guys, we were talking.
You ought to love that. I hate that.
You know why I did that, right? Compliment me.
That
okay,
was
at the break.
awesome.
Did you see what I did there?
I did. I loved it.
I thought Larry would like that. But anyway,
I didn't.
I know.
Kentuckiana is disturbed by that intro. All of Kentuckiana. Emails to follow.
Larry Weiss, Steve Langdon.
Stop it. Stop it.
So we were talking at the break. You know, don't go broke in a nursing home. It's not just a slogan. It is reality. But also, if you could talk about how common this is for people and how many people just they don't even realize that they're set up for that.
Well, it's not that it's common. It's so many people are already predisposed to think nothing can be done. I had a lady and her daughter come into my office in Indiana a week ago, convinced she was going to lose her house. Convinced she was going to lose her house. And so, I kind of have a little, routine as far as the scheduled discussions, and I had to go right to that and assure her that you're keeping the house and everything else. And you can see her just, oh, really? Because too many people are content to let their daughter do some research on the internet, or as Steve was saying in the previous segment, talk to an attorney and get the wrong information, because I'm not an attorney. And it's just mind-blowing that there's people out there watching this show right now, probably in the first segment, thinking, well, there's no sense in coming into the workshop because, I'd like to see Larry Weiss in person because he's a really good-looking guy. But thinking there's no sense because they've already told me I'll lose everything, I can't keep anything. And I'm like, folks, that's why you need to come out to the workshop.
Well, and it's a free workshop.
It's a free workshop. Yeah. And like Steve says, it's good news.
It's always good news, and all it does is take a little bit of your time.
And it's never too late.
It really is.
And I think that's the thing. Like, at what point do people are like, it's too late? It's never too late.
No,
I mean, obviously, the earlier you act now, the better, of course.
Absolutely.
But there always is a solution for almost everybody, right?
There really is. Yeah. That's why they can go to freeworkshop.com right now and register, or they can call 855-LARRY-55. As Tammy just put up a moment ago, we've got the program tonight, 6 o'clock at the Hilton Garden Inn on Crittenden Drive next to Cracker Barrel, and tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. at the Hampton Inn in Clarksville on Broadway right off of Veterans Parkway. But it is good news, Kentuckiana. It is good news because for the most part, mom or dad that's in care, they're being taken care of. It's the people that are watching this show that need the help. The 62-year-old that's raising his grandson, taking care of his 85-year-old dad, and the son, who's 62, is still working, by the way. He's the one that's at wit's end. He's the one that needs our help because he doesn't know where to turn, and when he does, he talks to his brother. Somebody pulled something up on the internet and found out it was wrong. Those are the people that we help every day at Elder Advisors to give them peace of mind, take the weight off their shoulders.
And let's face it, there's a lot of them out there, right? It's a huge percentage of the population that needs your help.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's no question.
Right.
Now, Steve, when you talk about it being a free workshop, I mean, okay, again, we talked about this in an earlier segment with another person that was on the show. What's the catch? There is no catch, right, Steve? I mean,
you've got to talk to an attorney for an hour.
That's the catch.
And that's the catch. It really is.
But you get to meet Larry Weiss, so that offsets that, right?
That's priceless.
It's something. It is something. But no, I mean, really, it's just an investment of time.
Yeah.
You got to come sit down,
worth, I'm sure.
and that's what it is. It's an investment of time. Whether you come tonight, at 6 o'clock, or you come tomorrow morning at 10. It's an investment of a little bit of time, but you get to ask questions. So if you got some things going through your mind and you're not sure what the answers are, come out and ask. We're going to have that conversation, give you some free knowledge so that you can make the right decision for your family.
Yeah, Larry. To that point, I think that's important. When you're going through something this big, right? This is a huge decision. It's major. It's your loved ones. It's everything else.
Right.
How are you with questions? And I mean that I've not been to
at the workshop.
Yeah, are you at the workshop? I mean, what's the interaction? Like, take me through kind of the experience.
Well, the people ask questions. There's always questions, but what I tell the folks, and I'll tell them tonight and tomorrow, is we want you to ask questions, but that means 4 minutes. Zach, I'm showbiz. I got it.
I thought he was waving at you.
I know. Zach's got a little bit of a crush on me. It's okay. Zach, it's okay. So anyway, where was I? Okay, when people ask the questions, ask questions like, what's the story with you and Zach? I'm like, that question will be answered on our schedule day because we make ourselves available for detailed questions, because what happens very quickly is people will start talking and they digress and, well, my one son, he's a biker and he has a meth problem. Save all that because we got to get this program done. Save that for the free schedule, the consultation. So we want people to ask questions in the general nature, but when they get down to the detail, that's a benefit we schedule. We offer a free schedule day for people to come in for a free hour and sit down with Steve, the attorney, because I'm not an attorney, and Elder Advisors on the financial component to give them those concrete answers. So we do want questions, but not
and we do. But there's nothing worse, and I have to do this to keep my what are called CLEs up, my continuing legal education up. Got to sit through seminars. There's nothing worse than sitting there and hearing somebody drone on and on and on. No. This is going to be kind of fast-paced. A lot, actually, we're going to have some fun at each other's expense.
No. Exclusively at the attorney's expense.
Well,
because he's the keynote speaker, and you introduced him first. So, hey, I tried.
But we do have fun. We're out there. We're having fun.
Right.
We're getting through some information. And I ask them questions. They ask me questions. It's a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It is a good time.
Well, and it's got to be good just to be back with people and just, you know.
Oh,
just,
it is. It's awesome.
Just the energy in the room and know that you're making a difference in their life. Because, again, we've talked on shows before, Steve, about your personal connection. And you touched on it a little bit earlier about how important it is and why you do what you do.
It's hard to go through this stuff alone. It's really, really hard to get through this alone. It's so helpful to have somebody who's been there with you, been through the process, and can hold your hand. And that's really one of the reasons I love Elder Advisors, because they do a lot of hand-holding.
There's a lot.
There really is.
And we've talked to clients of yours, Larry, and if you could touch on this too, that would be great. There's a hand-holding component.
There has to be.
It's a family component. Talk about how important that is to you personally.
Well, because my mantra should be trademark, which is I'm not an attorney. Because when folks work with attorneys, which is usually a very important component, attorneys being attorneys, give them paperwork, do this, do that, and it could take poor Mr. Johnson, who's 84 years old, 3 months to get that stuff back. Well, if he's on the hook for $7,000 a month, poor Mr. Johnson went through $24,000. I treat these people as if they're my family. A Rolling Stone gathers no moss. Hey, Kentuckiana, here's a secret. High energy Larry, I'm going to get it done. I'm not going to sit and watch paint dry.
That's right.
Okay? Because when we're dealing with real dollars, we've got to get it back. That's where Suzanne, Tim, the rest of my team at Advisors, Autumn, do a great job of holding his family's hands to get this stuff. Because this stuff we're getting together is what we have to give to the law firm.
Yep. Yeah, right.
It's that simple.
And you guys just take the weight off their shoulders. And I think that's so important because that is a lot of weight. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a little bit of everything. And you guys really do that for them.
Freeworkshop.com.
Right, I was going to say, let's hit the workshops one more time. Excited to have them coming up tonight and tomorrow.
Folks, the weather's beautiful. We've rounded the corner. All the metaphors you want to choose. Tonight, 6 o'clock at the Hilton Garden Inn on Crittenden Drive next to Cracker Barrel. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. at the Hilton Inn on Broadway at Veterans Parkway. Don't go broke in a nursing home. Go to freeworkshop.com, 855-LARRY-55. And like the attorney Steve Langdon says, it is good news. It is good news.
It is good news. We love that. Larry Weiss, thank you so much. You see, I said that first.
Stop it. No,
Langdon,
come on.
thank you.
He's a keynote speaker, Kentucky. Keynote speaker, Steve Langdon.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Again, good luck with the workshops. Give them a call, freeworkshop.com for more information. Elder Advisors.
Love you.
We'll be right back finding out what's coming up on Wave Country this afternoon.